Good morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. This morning we are reading the book BowWowMeow, and in it there is a dog who feels unseen. And one member of the family is going to take some actions to see the dog and to really get to know the dog in the way that he needs to be seen. And what I'm hoping is that this book starts a conversation in your family. And I've sent some follow-up questions for you guys to go through and talk about together. Because one thing that we have that this dog doesn't have is the gift of our voice. And we can explain to the people around us what we need them to see and hear and express to us, for us, with us, and about us. So check out the follow-up questions when we're done reading this book and have a discussion with your family. I hope that every member of your family feels that they can be exactly who they are and that the people around them love them for being who they are, not for being something that they think they might be or an image or an idea that they had in advance, but that you and everyone around you are loved for being who you are right now, just the way you need to be loved. So this is BowWowMeow. This is the story of Fabio. Fabio is a little dog. Fabio doesn't play fetch. Fabio doesn't bark. Fabio doesn't roll over to have his belly tickled. Fabio doesn't even wag his little tail. Fabio doesn't stick his tongue out and pant when he's worn out, because Fabio doesn't run after sticks. And he doesn't chase balls either. Fabio doesn't do anything the other dogs do. But Fabio's family still barks at him. They still toss sticks for him. They tickle his belly. They roll around on the floor to play with him. And they still try throwing balls for him to chase. Bow wow! Bow wow! Shouts the little boy Max. Bow wow! Max tries again. But Fabio just stares back silently, looking rather puzzled. Then one night, Max, with his mouth as dry as a bone, gets out of bed to pour himself a glass of water. It's dark, but he can tell that Fabio, the little dog that doesn't bark, is nowhere to be found. That's weird, thinks Max. It's the middle of the night and Fabio is not curled up somewhere in the house. And night after night, it's always the same. Every time Max hops out of bed, Fabio has performed a vanishing act. Gone. As if by magic. One day, Max, the book says who's a brave young boy, but I want to add he should have checked with a grown-up first, stays awake to find out what's going on. That's when he realizes that Fabio, the little dog who doesn't wag his little tail, sneaks out of the house at night. Max discovers that his little dog goes out every night to meet up with a bunch of cats. Cats that definitely do things that other cats do. Fabio, the special little dog, sharpens his claws, climbs up drain pipes, chases mice. Fabio gets tangled up in balls of yarn. He jumps from rooftops, and he climbs up trees. Fabio even bow wow meows, something like a howl crossed with a meow. Every night he meets up with his kitty pals to do what all cats of the world do, whatever they please. From his hiding place, Max keeps a keen eye on his dog. Fabio looks so happy. After a while, Max walks home slowly, treading softly, lost in thought. The next morning, everything is the same as usual. Mom greets Fabio with a couple of loud bow wows. Dad in turn says good morning with his absolute best impression of a dog. Nothing works. Nothing seems to grab poor little Fabio's attention. Until along comes Max, and without giving it a second thought, he fills up a dish with milk while Bow Wow meowing softly so no one else can hear him. All of a sudden, Fabio leaps to his feet and looks up at Max with eyes as wide as dinner plates. Fabio starts to purr and rubs his head against Max's legs. Max smiles. Fabio is happy. At last. And I would say that he's happy because he's finally seen by someone who really wanted to get to know him. So take some time this morning to get to know everyone in your family a little bit better. Use the questions that we've provided and have a great conversation. And after that, if you're up for it, join us for activity time on Zoom at 10 o'clock. Have a great week.